So have 2 more minutes to go. Today we're going to talk about how to promote social media and launch your business, right? Because that seems to be very important. A lot of my clients, or people who I've spoken with, there seems to be having some problems with social media and launching their businesses. So I think today's the time to talk about it. And I have a few notes here I'll go over. Okay, Alexa, stop. Okay, so we have 1 more minute. All right, let me know if you can hear me. I would like if you can drop one in the chat and let me know. All right, so I want to go ahead and start this live. We want to talk about social media, how important it is to use social media as the traffic source to monetize your e-commerce business, right? I would love for you all to drop me a one. Let me know if you can hear me. So I'm going to go right into it. So it is very important as an e-commerce owner, if you decide you want to start your business online, you're going to have to get uncomfortable, right? And what this means is, you may not like social media too much. You may not like to present yourself on camera, or maybe you want to promote your business faceless. And to be honest with you, when you are planning to launch your business, social media is very important to position yourself, and that's where you get the most traffic. I don't suggest purchasing ads in the very beginning because you want to make money, right? Encouragement strengthens labor. You want to be able to start profiting before you start investing in. I believe you're already investing your time, and then you are already investing in other like inventories. I'm not sure if you decide to do it the drop shipping method or inventory, but whether you choose one or the other, or to choose both, I know that it takes some time. So I never talk about ads in the very beginning. We want to build or gain organic traffic, and social media will be the traffic source to start making money online. So when it comes down to social media, we know that Facebook, Instagram, and TikToks are very popular social media platform to position yourself, so to speak. And it is important for you to build a buzz first before you launch your business. I recommend, uh, let's say about 15 to 30 days, but you got to make sure you put out a date, right? You have to create that buzz. You have to tell people what you're going to be doing, the excitement of how you're going to put your product out there. And so you want to create that excitement so they know that something is coming, but at the same time, you do not want to give out too much information. You want them to know that you will come up, or you're going to be launching, and you need the support. So, and also you want to ask them to share it as well. Now, the tactics on doing that is you're going to choose at least 2 to 3 platforms. And I'm not going to tell you to spread your wings thin. I'm not saying that, because you can always repurpose, right? When it comes down to social media, there is a way now where you can always syndicate. So what this means is, if you are on Facebook, Facebook can be linked with Instagram, and then once you post it, it can syndicate on Instagram as well. So if you really take a look at it, It's only two platforms you're probably going to manually post on. It's either Instagram, so it's syndicated through Facebook, or vice versa. And then the other platform maybe is TikTok or maybe YouTube. It just depends what you choose to do. But you want to, faithfully commit to about 15 days. And you want to start creating that buzz. Tell people what you have to offer. If you're going to give out giveaways, if you're going to do contests, thing of that nature is very important. Social media, you cannot leave it out. It's impossible for you to have a business and not promote it on social media. I've spoken to a couple of my clients and they feel like they're not too confident. And yes, I totally agree, right? Because for me, I was not comfortable. In the beginning, I was not comfortable. In fact, my first video was the worst video. My first post was the worst post, right? So I want to encourage you that it can be done. Let me back up just a minute because I want to touch on this also. I've heard all the time that, well, I don't have the time. I want to explain to you that when I started my business, I was working a full-time job. I have 3 children, right? I have a 16, 12-year-old, and a 7-year-old. And 3 years ago, I was working a full-time job as a tech. And I know I wanted to do this because I needed income on the side. My 9-to-5 job was just not enough, right? And so I knew that it was much more to me than just to be working a 9-to-5 job. I wanted some sort of freedom, right? And so a couple years ago, I said, okay, I want to start a business. I really want to start a business. And I knew that e-commerce was going to be the simplest way. The reason why I know it was the simplest way is because if I'm already working this 9-to-5 with the physical body, by the time I get home, I know I'm going to be tired. So for me, it only makes sense for me to have something online. So while I'm at work, I know that if I commit to posting at least 2 or 3 times for the week, I know that somebody's going to see my product. I know that somebody's going to buy something, right? And so it makes a difference. So while I was working full time, I had my business going, but it did take some time. In the beginning, yes, I didn't have anyone to help me, and that's the difference of what I'm bringing here is so different compared to what I was doing a couple years ago when I had to figure out everything on my own. It's either I had to pay for it, and even when I was paying for it, it was garbage, right? I paid for courses on learning how to market this, that, and it was like a waste. 70% I had to figure out on my own. How to do this, how to do that. And it took me some time, but guess what? I did it. I got it. I got it in such a way where my business run on autopilot. I literally don't have to do much than to just post, right? And so when I start posting, I start to attract the right people. In fact, in the very beginning, I didn't have any followers on my Instagram, but there was tactics and ways on how to find those people that I know eventually is going to purchase my product, right? And so it was very important to market your business online. So what I'm saying is that you're probably going to have to be uncomfortable for just a few months. You got to start promoting within that 30 days to get people to see what you have to offer. Once you're able to force yourself in front of these people, because remember, in the beginning, they don't know who you are. They don't care about you. So you as yourself with your product, you have to go and push yourself in front of them. It's like ads, right? You pay for ads. What you got to do is for ads, you pay people to force to get in front of those cold traffic, and then you have to convert those cold traffic into warm traffic to hot buyers. Well, we're not going there. We're doing organic marketing, right? So this means that social media is the way to go to make money in your business. When you have your website, it's cricket. No one is there. But how can you get them over there? It's going to be social media. So what I'm saying, what you're doing right now, like for me, my posting on social media is not free. I monetize social media now. So even though I have my e-commerce business, guess what? Whatever I'm posting on social media is not for free. I'm getting paid for it. You know why? Because I was actively from day one, just promoting. And so once I understand the algorithm of how the system works, what I end up doing, okay, once I created my e-commerce store, I needed an Instagram, I needed to be on TikTok, I wanted to be on Etsy, I wanted to be on eBay, right? So I create a whole buzz, a hub to be on. So that means if no one purchased on my Shopify store, I know that someone is going to purchase on Etsy, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever you call it. But I made sure that I was able to position myself. But it all starts from social media. So what I'm saying is you got to be uncomfortable if you decide you're going to start an e-commerce business. It is profitable. I promise you it is. Because that's what I was able to do. And along the way, I started to attract a lot of different women. They were like, Camille, can you show me this? I want to start my business. But most time when I talk to them, are you willing to put in some work? You're going to need at least a good 30 to 60 days to understand this stuff, to know exactly how to position yourself to get those sales coming in, right? And so they were pretty much interested, and I was able to show them how to do it, the different post type that you have to do, because it consists of strategies. Don't think too much, like don't overthink it. It's not that hard. Believe me, it's not that hard. One, you want to make sure you have a system in place. So this means you want to make sure that your website is set up, because you can't promote and don't have a system in place. It just doesn't make sense. So first, you got to make sure your system, the framework is in place, meaning the website is fully set up, fully functioned. And I always suggest that if you just, put up your website, you want to make sure you're testing it first before anyone else does. So what this means, let's say your Shopify store is set up, you want to purchase something from it. See how fast, you're the one that's going to ship it, but you want to make sure that the processing system works, right? And you want to make sure that you purchase, you ship it, and let it come back to you just to test it. I recommend that because you don't want any problems. Once that is fully set up, then we want to make sure that social media is going to be a traffic source. So you pick 2 platforms, 2 or 3, it's up to you. I know at the time I started with 3, but you can start with 2. If you ask me, TikTok is hot, but I chose Facebook. Reason why, I'm selling women clothing, and I felt like my ideal customer was there, right? So it all depends what you're selling. Let's say, for example, you're selling like body trainers, or maybe you're selling like scrubs, or a cosmetic, lip gloss. TikTok would maybe be that driving force, right, for you. So you just have to test it and see what works for you. At the time when I was promoting my business, I saw that I was getting a lot more response on Facebook and on TikTok. So sorry, not TikTok, Instagram, sorry. So those 2 platforms, I was between those promoting. Those sales started to coming in. Once I saw that was working, boom, I moved over to TikTok. And then after a while, I was told that I can now put my store on YouTube. So I just had everything syndicated with each other. So it's important. Social media is very important. If you didn't start your business yet, you want to start being active on social media. Whether you're posting a quote, whether you're posting something that you did for the week, like a personality post, or something that you're going to be promoting, something, just make sure that you're active, because here is how the algorithm works. The algorithm is a system that it wants to make sure that you're feeding into their platform. So you cannot be promoting a business, right? And then you've been cricket for like 3 months, and then here comes you post something on Facebook and expect you're going to get sales. It just doesn't work that way. So what I'm saying is you want to make sure that you are actively on social media first before you start promoting your business. And so let's say if you're ready to launch your business within the next 50 to 30 days, then you'll be able to build the audience, so to speak, and then you can just start get those sales coming in. Do me a favor, y'all, can you drop me a 1 in a comment? Let me know that you can hear me, see me, please. I just want to know. I'm gonna pause real quick. Just let me know if you can hear me. All right, I see there's 3 people with me, but please, I want to know that you're hearing me so that, okay, awesome. Thank you for responding. All right, so now that I was able to let you or inform you on that, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, let me know if it makes sense, because I need your feedback. And if you have any questions or concern, you can also drop it in the comment, and then I'll respond to you on that. So let me know if you understand the concept of promoting your business when you're getting ready to launch. All right, so I'm going to move on to launching your business, right? When you're getting ready to launch your business, there are different tactics and ways to do it. But it is important for you to, one, okay, great. So one, you can do buy one, get one half off of your first purchase. Give it like a 10 or 20%. Now, here is the little hack to that. I'll tell you the hack to that. So let's say one of your product cost about $50. You can just bump the price to $60 and just give it to them. Well, let's say half price, right? If you really want $50 for it or $60, you can just bump it up to 100, 120, and just tell them you're going to give it them for half price. Just so it sounds good from here. A lot of us does that. If you go to a lot of store, Macy's, Lowe's, Walmart, they do it. They do it. Because they're still getting what they want. They just bump the price. They mark it up at a high price and charge half price. So you want to create that as well, right? So half price, 10% or 20% or 50% off. And then also you can do just one free giveaway. So you can use those 3 tactics, right? To get, a sense of urgency out there, to get people to buy, because your goal is, let's say your goal is to make at least $500 or to make $1,000 within that launch date. You want to use those 3 tactics or either 2. Yes, yeah, they do that all the time. And so that is the best way to do it, so you can make some money right away. It sounds good, right? Now, here is what I'm gonna say. The best way to go to launch your business is to go live on Facebook or Instagram. And that is the main reason why I was telling you that you have to start creating a buzz, right? So if you decide you're gonna launch your business in the next 30 days, now you want to start to post all over the place. Listen, people won't get tired of you. Trust me, they won't. A lot of time people come, I thought people were going to get tired of me, but they were like, Camille, every time I open up my phone, you're like the first person populate. This tells me I'm doing something right. But nevertheless, they supported me. So what I'm saying is you have to create the same momentum yourself. Just get out there, get uncomfortable, right? So when you launch the business now, your goal, you're going to set an income goal, and you make your money. Now, content creation, after you launch your business, right? You still want to be consistent, because your goal is, I'm not sure of your income goal, but when I started my business, I wanted to make sure that I was going to make anywhere between 500 to 1,000. Did I meet that income goal? No, I didn't, but I made some money, and I was happy about that. I was very excited about it because, one, I just didn't know I can solve people problems, meaning like I had something that they wanted, but I used that to motivate me. And after that, I started to promote more consistently and start getting sales consistently. So that is important. Remember, you're going to be in your own college learning about your business, you know, what product customer likes. You're also going to get feedback from your customers, because those are super important. When you start getting feedback, it helps you to make improvement in your business, as well, and make sure that it creates credibility in your business, right? So that's super important. Now, I'm not sure which store you're going to be choosing, whether it's Shopify or Etsy, or I'm not sure, but always make sure you're capturing emails as well. So they usually have that pop-up when you go on a specific website. They have that pop-up page where it asks you for your email. Make sure you implement that on your website so you can capture your customer's email. It's super important. In this case, whenever you have new products in style, you can always send, you know, information, let them know what you have new coming in, so they can start to interact with you. You also want to have returning customers, right? So those are important. It's always good to make sure you're capturing, and just to create that relationship with your customers. So those are important. I want to talk about mindset really quick. You see, in the very first beginning process of your business, right, you're going to feel like no one is paying attention. And that's not true. Sometimes your brain can tell you one thing. People are seeing your stuff. They're just not yet comfortable with you, right? So even though you may not be seeing people interacting with you, it's okay. People want to feel comfortable with you. I can't stress you enough how many times, like a couple of years ago, the following that I have now, I didn't have it then. But as I kept posting, people started to feel comfortable with me. The more people felt comfortable with me, is the more they refer me, the more I got more customer sign-ups, right? And so I wanted to make sure that I was getting as much eyeballs to see what I have to offer. So it's so important to train your mind. Doesn't matter if anyone comment or like, just keep posting. Because once your mind starts telling you no one's paying attention, then you stop being motivated. Then you're not going to want to promote your product. But it's super important in the beginning to just keep the consistency. That's very important. And listen, you got to show up for your business. In the beginning stage of your business, you have to show up. Because if you don't show up, then who else is going to show up for you? Right? So the consistency is really what's going to help you to grow, to expand, and getting everyone to see what you have to offer. I know you've been seeing me online all the time, morning, noon, night. That's because I was able to create that space where, one, I know what I'm talking about. Two, I'm able to get the results. So I'm able to show and help people. Not only that, I have my own boutique store. And so I'm able to split my time, whereas I know when to post, what time to post. Why? Because the data show me everything. Data is an asset, right? It shows me what time I need to post to make the most money. So it's important for you to post and pay attention to when you're posting your product and services. So then once you're able to know the time frame, that's when you know this is the time for you to start posting. You got to be proactive. So I just wanted to encourage you. Social media is your asset. Yes, social media is an asset, but you have to work it. You got to be consistent. And remember, like I said, launching your business, you want to be able to give it some time, but you have to make sure that you start promoting on social media, being active, so that when you launch your business, you have the eyeballs, and so you can get the support. Do not launch your business if you're not active on social media, because that's where the traffic will go, right? You want the traffic to go to your website. So that is important for you to know. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you learned something from this live today. I know it was quick, short, but I wanted to get straight into it. Let me know if this was able to help you out and give you some clarity, so you know how to launch your business, as well as knowing what to do on social media. Let me know. All right. So next week, okay, awesome. I'm glad you were able to get some information so you can have it in the back of your thoughts or you can write it down, so when you're ready. It's just important because when you think about the online world, right, a lot of people are leaving the local base and everyone is now positioning themselves online. So you have to start knowing where to start marketing your business. Like nowadays, it makes no sense having a store because everyone is shopping online. You know what I mean? So it's good to make sure you have something online and to make sure it's set up correctly so you can start making money online. So that's super important. All right, so I have about 5 minutes left. I usually go for 30 minutes or sometime over depending on the topic. But today I really wanted to touch on social media as well as launching your business. Do you have any question? Do me a favor, drop it in a comment if you have any question. I'm going to take the next 5 minutes just to answer any question that you might have. All right, I see I have a few people on YouTube as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, let me know if there's any topics you would like for me to cover for next week. Um, my schedule is a bit off because I have to take my son to his basketball games on Wednesday. So that's why I'm kind of early for today at 12. I usually go at 6 p.m. But I have to switch some things over. I'm not really sure on a specific day. Of, I don't know if 12 is better for you. Let me know if the 12 works for you. But for 6 p.m. on Wednesday, it's a bit rocky because, yeah. So that's why I switched things up. I'm glad that you guys can always catch the replay within the group and hope that you take something from this and apply to your business. All right, so I don't see any questions coming in, so I'm going to cut it short. I'm thinking that the next one, I'm going to do it maybe on Zoom. And so we can go over some maybe price. Let me see here. Yeah, so let's say, for example, your business that you want to do, you may not launched it yet, but anything that you can post on Facebook just to keep your page active, right? You can do that. Yeah, so go ahead and start posting. Just make sure that you're consistent because it helped the YouTube algorithm. In this case, when you're ready to launch your business, you already, the way how Facebook work, they increase your visibility if you're active, then they decrease it if you're not active. That's just how it worked. I know that I drive a lot of traffic to my website because my visibility was wide, right? Because I'm very active on it. So yes, do that. All right. So have a couple more minutes left. But since I don't have any other questions, thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate your time because I know that, your time is important. So thank you all for being here. If you have any other questions or concern, you can always drop it in the comment and then I will reply, or just reach out to me through Messenger if you have any other question. For those of you who need help to start your business, to help you market your business, to give you an action plan, to teach you the strategies that you need to rapidly grow your e-commerce business, book a call with me. Let's talk about it. Let's strategize. I do have a coaching program, but I'm generally out here to help you to start your business. So this is why I come out live, because also it's not just about the coaching program. I also want to help you. So If you know this stuff, if you're going to take it and implement it, fine. Let me know how it's working for you. Drop me a comment. Let me know that everything is going well for you. I just want to know that you're getting results. However, your job may be in the way where you don't have the time, but you need that extra push, you need the help. That's where I come in. If you need me to help you to push gears and get you started so you can have your product set up, and teaching you how to market it effectively, to generate, we can work together as well. The only thing with me, I just always like to book a call. I always like to talk to my customers just to make sure that I want to know what you're selling. Two, I want to make sure that we're able to work together, because your time is important just as mine. So if you have the time that we can truly work together to get you massive results, that's what I'm here for. So if you want to be a part of my coaching program, go ahead and connect with me. Just shoot me a message in my inbox. Let's talk about it. Let's get you started. If you mean business, I'm ready for you, okay? All right, so it's 12:30. I gotta go. I got things to do. Thank you all so much for being here. Camille Thompson here, and I'm signing off. Later. Bye-bye. Okay, see that I have one person here.